Hello, hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are welcome here. I'm Stasi, your trusted psychic, intuitive reader, and fellow Scorpio. Scorpio, this is being recorded on June 20th, so it's the beginning of Cancer season and the summer solstice. So hello, this is exciting. This is the most energetic, longest day of the year, so make use of it, right? If there's something that you've been trying to do, call on those ancestors, call on those angels, your spirit guides, your heart, your highest self, and say, I need you. I need you. Let's do it, right? So Scorpio, as always, if you're new here, welcome home. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if you're a stalker, hit that subscribe button and let's be YouTube friends already. All right, guys? So hang tight. And as you guys know, at the end of each reading, I pick a lucky winner from last week's reading to do a free little mini read. And you just have to hang tight and listen out for the phrase to comment in the comment section to be picked next week. All right, so we're going to take a look at the energy again from June 22nd through the 28th. And like I said, today is the summer solstice. It is Cancer season, and there's a new moon in Cancer on the 25th. Okay, we'll take that. Two of them. All right. So, and these have been shuffled many times already. So, for Scorpios, especially Scorpio rising, you're going to be feeling that energy in the ninth house of philosophy, travel, higher education, cards that don't want to stay in my hand. All right, let's see what's going on. And as always, Scorpio, thank you so much for your like, share, subscribes. Take a deep breath in. Take a good look at the space around you. Have gratitude in your heart. And let us begin. This says horned cactus, resourcefulness, number 29. 29 does reduce to number 11, which is the number of freedom. Think of the Four of Wands, right? The wands on those cards indicate freedom. And this is, I feel like there's, in addition to freedom, I'm hearing like liberation. Something heavy is lifted. Something comes to an end as we get closer to mid-July, but the ball starts rolling the week ahead, this week, right? So again, this is being recorded a little bit sooner. So this is for the week of the 22nd through the 28th. I feel that this solstice energy is getting Scorpio unstuck and like really like giving you that, the fuego, right? The fire to go after it. And when I say after it, I don't necessarily mean like, this is coming through. What Scorpio is going after is justice, truth, and balancing the scales. So we'll see what that looks like. I've got number 43, overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. We have 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 is God's number, an introspective number, a number of gnosis, very lucky number. Let me look at this. I feel that things are really going in your favor. That's for sure. There's a lot of green on these cards, a lot of healing, energy, abundance I'm feeling. This says moon phases, honor the moon phases. I did say there was a new moon in Cancer, right? That new moon, new you, right? You are at this point when a new moon comes in, you're planting those seeds. And, have you been looking to expand your knowledge on certain subjects, right? And again, this is based on your natal chart. So Scorpio rising specifically will be feeling this, but Scorpio sun will also make use of this energy. It says moon, honor the phases, respect where you are, self-care, and sync with the cycles. Scorpio, do you need to take some time this week and just bask in the sun energy and just absorb it, right? Maybe this is a week where you absorb instead of do, but let's see what that looks like. And then we have number 25, which reduces to another number 7. And it reads, listen, your inner child has something to say. It's very possible you are revisiting themes from the past. Something may come up for you this week. And I feel like this has already started, right? There is, my eye keeps twitching, Scorpio. I've had an eye twitch since the end of May because life is lifing, right? Comment below. Life is lifing. That is not, you know what? That is not the phrase, but tell you, comment, life is lifing because that's what's going down. Let's see. I've got the Empress card flying out with the World card. Oof. What is here? And the Ace of Wands. I'll take all of that. Empress card. I feel like definitely we are in a birthing mode because we've got the World card signifying a completion of a cycle, right? So where something ends, something must begin. You don't want to leave like an energetic gaping wound there, right? So Scorpio, if you're cutting out bad habits, which is great, this is a great time to do it. If you're cutting out bad habits, if you are removing peopleations, no, people and situations from your circle, or if you want to condense that, peopleations, if you're removing that, then make sure to introduce new healthy life into your circle, right? Just like Angela over here, my monstera, you can see she's going through it. Well, there's more to her. She has been repotted and relived and all the things. And so sometimes a new environment takes getting some adjustments. Apparently reading cards today is getting some adjustments from you. Bear with me, Scorpio. I'm telling you, it's been something. So I've got the Empress card, the World card, Ace of Wands. My point is, when you are ending a cycle with this World card, right? Abundance comes when you clear and cleanse the space that you're growing from, right? You want to backfill, right? Wherever you've created space, introduce something healthy into your environment so that you can be the abundant person that you choose to be. And it is a choice, right? So we've got listen to your inner child has something to say. There is a cycle here absolutely closing out for Scorpio, and I'm seeing 6 of Cups vibes, like something coming full circle. So let's look further into that. And I have been, well, now's the time to take action on something that you're looking to grow. That's especially when matters, because we're in Cancer season, especially in matters of the home. So this is a great time to potentially consider growing your family, right? You've probably heard a lot of astrologers talk about the pending baby boom that's about to happen. It's possible. Let's see how it goes. Some people are definitely choosing to expand their families. So we've got the 8 of Wands with the Empress card coming through. It could be a business that you are growing, or you're thinking about legacy for your family. I feel like there's a lot of legacy planning happening as well. The Magician card flew out, and 6 of Cups. See, I told you I saw 6 of Cups vibes, something coming full circle, the World card. Now we're in it, Scorpio. Now we are in it. 6 of Cups is something coming full circle. And again, remember I started this reading by saying there's a theme coming up in your life and it's circling back. So I feel like you're going to get tested, but this time there's a very different outcome. And I'm going to look further into that. The Ace of Wands comes through. Interesting enough, my guides just said, look at the bottom of the deck. Now, I've got the 3 of Swords here, but it's in reverse. Tells me Scorpio has healed through something that is coming up for you in repeat, right? It's not your first go around. It might be the second time you've had this loop come through, even the third if you've been around long enough, right? There's something here about it comes up again and you've healed through it. Doesn't affect you the same. You're not distraught. And I'm getting also Queen of Swords vibes. Like you can see clearly what the next steps are, what you need to do. And this is a cycle closing out for you. And this feels really good, to be honest. I'm feeling like you're going to get communication. One moment. I'm in it. All right, let's see. Keep going. Hold on. Wait, Scorpio, too many cards came through. Okay, I've got the 7 of Cups coming through as well. Hold on. So I've got 7 of Cups clarifying the Ace of Wands, 6 of Cups clarifying the World card, and the 8 of Wands clarifying the Empress card. This tells me that, first of all, there have been some fated events going on around Scorpio. That's for sure. You've been witness to and at arm's length involved in something. Empress card says this is a time to take action now that you've broken away from something that was like clogging. I just heard something was clogging your pipes. Wow. For somebody that could be literal with health. So I don't know if you are sitting on your laurels and you need to get your cholesterol checked, anything like that having to do with the heart, then that is something that you need to go ahead to schedule. And I'm hearing it's so important that you do that before the second week of July. So Scorpio, that came through. My ears are ringing, and it wasn't at all what was on my mind when I started this. So take it for what it's worth. If that was for you, go ahead and get that done. And as a matter of fact, I want to go ahead and tell you guys, comment below, I am worthy. I am worthy. That's what you need to comment if you want to be entered into next week's mini read. And the reason that came up, Scorpio, is because I'm feeling this overwhelming sensation that there are Scorpios out there saying, okay, I'll do it next week. No, I don't want to do that right now. No, I can't. I'm busy. No, this requires my attention first. No. And like literally, I'm looking at Scorpio like planning things. Oh, the next time I can do it is 4 weeks from now. Scorpio, you are worthy, right? You are worthy of this Eight of Wands. You're worthy of taking action to live this Empress lifestyle. You are worthy of love and expanding your family, if that's in the cards for you at this time. Also, if you are if you're a family that's experiencing, again, many tries, like you've tried to have a child many times, specifically if you have had, and forgive me, but if you have had or experienced a loss, in 2025, I feel that you will see a positive result for yourself and your family late July, early August. Very specific again, but I feel the need to say that. Now, in terms of Scorpios and their own businesses, important networking connections come through this month. And they do begin as you plant these seeds for this new moon, which is interesting. So, all right, let's keep going. With this Ace of Wands, let me go back. Ace of Wands and the Seven of Cups. I feel like you're going to be what's it called? Resuscitated. I feel like you're going to be resuscitated into something. You're going to feel the desire to want to do the thing again, whatever that is. And it might be because you're taking action for your business. You're getting back in touch with people or new people in your life. So, like I said, something is ending, allowing you to really put all your energy in something else and go forward. But again, back to your health, very important to mind that energy of your physical vessel. I feel like this is a good time, as my eye is twitching, to find a healer, a therapist, something like that as well. There's something here about nurturing yourself. Oh, and that's over here, right? Nurture yourself with care. I feel like we talked about that. So, Seven of Cups as well. And I feel like a lot of new opportunities are going to be coming your way. Try not to get overwhelmed. A lot of times I can see the Seven of Cups as smoke and mirrors. I know some readers will say it's not lacking for choice. You've got a lot going on. But the way this is coming through is just a lot of good things coming your way, but maybe too many. Like you're going to have to reel it in and figure out where you want to put your energy. There's a good chance that you could get derailed this week, right? Meaning like maybe you get invited to more than one thing, or I don't know. There's something here, or this is coming through, or you start dating someone and maybe you get like derailed from your normal everyday scheduling. I don't know. So something like that comes through. I've got the King of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. Well, we're doing really good until we get to this Nine of Swords. You're in your head about something. You're in your head because something's too good to be true. That's what I'm hearing. So this King of Cups comes through. Maybe an opportunity could be another energy in your life that's very nurturing, loving. This is a great time where you would network with other people. You might meet an emotionally available lover if that's what you're interested in. For some people, there is a reunion here they're taking me to the Six of Cups, right? There is a reunion here with family that you have not seen, and I'm hearing over a decade, and it's a positive. I can't say it's completely unexpected. Like, I think part of you's been wondering, oh, I wonder how that person's doing, and that person might show up in your world. So take that how it resonates. 10 of Pentacles. I feel like Scorpio this month in July, can't let's just call it Cancer season. You're very focused on your home. You're very focused on nurturing vibes. You're very focused on your family, and it shows, right? I feel like you make a lot of progress with matters that are related to your home. With your home, start over. Your property, the way it looks, maintaining it, zhuzhing up your bedroom, taking out the stuff from, you know, partner number 37 that you broke up with 800 years ago, right? All those things. Like, I just feel like you're just cleaning house and putting nice things that reflect what you're all about now. But there's something about this Nine of Swords that says you're playing a situation over in your head, but I still think it's like, this is too good to be true. So let's look and see. They're showing me the overflow card again. Wait, I have to say this, Scorpio, there is a new moon in Cancer, a water sign. We are water signs, and I just saw the word overflow and plenty. So yes, this could show up in a number of ways, but whenever we have a lunar phase in a water sign, I always say keep your emotions in check, be aware of how you might be feeling, you know, are you, yeah, I don't let the anxiety get to you. There's something here about that in your feelings. All right, let's look. Tell me more about, okay. So I've got Death card, Six of Swords. And let me clarify. Oh, you want to come out? Ooh, this is you thinking something's too good to be true. Oh, child. I've got the Ace of Cups and Justice clarifying the Nine of Swords. Somebody's getting information about a divorce, right? Your divorce settlement, or you are considering filing for divorce, because there's a lot of you out there. So there are literally some people that are filing for divorce. I'm hearing that really clearly. Like in the next 10 to 14 days tops. Like literally that's happening. And I've got the Ace of Cups showing up. So either you might have found out that a partner stepped out, or you're just falling back in love with yourself and you want more for your life. And of course, all of these things can be true and is not going to resonate for everyone, but I'm feeling that. That's a sliver of Scorpios, right? Worried about financial stuff related to a legal situation. But I think it's definitely going in your favor. And to the point that you're wondering, is this too good to be true? Am I being lied to about something? Is the settlement clear? So I think as long as you check your paperwork, your contracts, and talk to your attorneys, everything's going to be okay. But right now, the only fight that's going on is in your mind, right? You are worried about, like, is history going to repeat itself? Which, like I said before, something comes full circle. So it's like the loop, the vibe, like you've seen this movie before that's playing out in front of you. But there's a huge difference, right? If you've done the work and you can tell your mind, oh, we're back to this channel again. Okay, let's see how this is going to play out. And you observe it, you don't need to do you don't need to go here in your mind, right? Pay attention to what's happening around you, and separate yourself to the best of your ability from the drama and trauma, and try to watch the show for what it is from a neutral perspective. And when you do that, you're not making decisions from an excitable place, and it's going to work out for you. But you've really just got to sit with whatever information you get this week. We've got the King of Cups with the Death card, and I do think, Scorpio, that you might be meeting somebody, and this is going to be somebody who is a different vibe than what you're used to. So maybe that's, for some Scorpios, what you think is just, again, too good to be true. It does feel like romance to me because when I was shuffling earlier and all those cards came out, I saw the Two of Cups. But again, this could be anybody of importance, someone that you that I don't know. The words are escaping me. Maybe that's what it is. Like this situation, like jars you, takes your breath away. So there's something here. I hope this message is making sense. I'm feeling like I'm getting so many different competing messages, but they're very specific. And I am here to share that with you. So again, comment below, I am worthy. And I always say you are worthy of the exploration of yourself. So like I'm seeing in my mind the Eight of Cups, right? You're worthy of the exploration. You deserve to find out what's behind door number 2, door number 3. Oh, that's exactly, sorry. So the Spirit's taking me back to the Seven of Cups that I pulled earlier. And they're saying that's exactly it. You're going to want to look behind door number 3, door number 4, 5, 6, and 7. And they said you can look behind all the doors, right? But you got to focus your energy on where it's best suited for you with ease. And it doesn't have to align with anybody else's wants and desires. This is about you making the proper steps for your life. I've got the Four of Pentacles, the Hanged One. Okay, 1 second. And the 10 of Swords. So we go from the 9 of Swords to the 10 of Swords, and we have the World card. Definitely something difficult comes to a complete end. Whether it's that you allow it to evolve on its own without putting more mental energy into it, which is really enough to make any situation stop. You know, it doesn't exist unless you feed it. So we've got the Four of Pentacles, the Hanged One, and everything is fine. And when I say it doesn't exist unless you feed it, of course, the situation exists. If you're going through a divorce or a marriage, or you're having a kid, or you're going to college, whatever it is, those things are happening, right? Yes, you feed that. But I'm talking about the emotions that you attach to actions. Whatever you feed is what grows. So here we've got the Four of Pentacles coming through. I feel like something, because you're unsure about something here, Scorpio, you're unsure about how something's going to play out financially with a legal situation. You're unsure if this person that's coming into your life has good intentions. It's too good to be true. I feel like you're unsure if, you know, a pattern's repeating itself, or yeah, I guess you're looking for clarity. And with this Four of Pentacles, it's saying that you're a little bit more guarded this week. And I think that comes off the heels of this Nine of Swords. Like, is it safe to share? Is it safe to celebrate? Is it safe? Wow. Okay, so we're taking these the way they came out too. One moment. Like this. Wow, Scorpio, and these two. Okay. So I've got the Wheel of Fortune clarifying the Four of Pentacles. I feel like where there's been restriction, that changes, right? You've been holding on to your coins. You've been holding on to and I am getting, even though this is Pentacles, I feel like you've been holding back emotionally, physically, financially. You've just been more guarded. Things change this week where you have been discerning, where there has been silence, and where you have really mapped out something intentionally. Progress happens with this 10, with the Wheel of Fortune. So we've got Wheel of Fortune and the World card, and it's like, yeah, something's coming to an end, but I mean, this is a lucky break. Something happens completely differently than you expected in the best possible way for you. I am getting the vibes of like an incoming chunk of money that you didn't expect, but this is like literally a win. So you might win something, you might get a rebate. So this isn't going to be for everybody, but it does feel that way. Like and it could be because of this settlement. Maybe you are like, is this too good to be true? Should I fight this longer? I don't know. And I've got the Hanged One with the Nine of Swords. Maybe, again, why the Nine of Swords over here? Spirit's saying, look at this a little bit differently. And when I pulled cards earlier for myself, I got a card about the South Node, and then I got a card about reviewing the past and about discomfort. And it's interesting because it's coming up through again here, right? You're uncomfortable because you've got to face something, right? This scenario, this loop, this theme. There we go. Theme. There's a theme in your life that's re-merging this week. It's bringing you some sort of discomfort, that's for sure. But you're winning, Scorpio. You're already winning. So look at this differently. Look at this differently. The Hanged One hanging in reverse from the Tree of Knowledge. But they're gaining enlightenment if they've done it, as they've done this. And so I think that as you are reviewing situations from the past, maybe reliving an emotion that's uncomfortable, especially if you're going through a situation where there is justice or there are boundary issues that you need to set. For example, you start a new relationship and everything's great, but you're thinking, wow, my last relationship was so tough. I need to set boundaries, right? Whatever is got you right here in your gut and you're like, oh, I don't know, whatever trepidation you have this week brings about like a new perspective, a very much needed one, because if it's not working for you, Scorpio, it's okay to change your course. We have the Ace of Wands coming through again with the Queen of Wands. And we had the Ace of Wands at the beginning of the week and we have it again at the end. I think there's a lot here about you finding the fun in life again and going out and having an adventure for yourself and doing some self-care and understanding that there are some things in life that just aren't within your control or even within your sphere of influence. You've done all you can do. The wheels are in motion. And I feel like you are progressing forward in your path, Scorpio. So let's look a little bit further. I just want to see here what's coming in with Scorpio's finances, because I'm getting that vibe with the Wheel of Fortune coming through. So tell me more about this Wheel of Fortune. It is coming through like stability finally arrives. Tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune. Limitations, 1 second. This one too, thank you. So the Wheel of Fortune, limitation, obstacles are not what they seem. Now we're cooking. Obstacles are not what they seem. You can get around them with some careful thought or simply choosing something better for you. And I feel like I just said that, Scorpio, right? I am worthy. Comment that. I am worthy. Are you afraid to start the thing because XYZ from 1990? From X, some of you weren't even born. Oh, shit. All right, circle it back, Stasi, circle it back. All right, so limitations, obstacles, they're not what they seem. You can get around them with some careful thought or simply choose something better for yourself. Whatever theme's coming up for you this time, it's because you can really see how things are laid out for you, Scorpio, and you're able to make some really solid decisions based on that. Oh, this says courage. Wow. Ask what you are afraid of so you can overcome what's holding you back. There are leadership opportunities for the taking. Oh my goodness, Scorpio. You know what? The time is now. The time is now for you to lead the way. The time is now for you to be that courageous lion, to be the speaker, to be the manager, to be the truth teller, to be the whistleblower, to be the actor, the actress, the singer, you name it, like the philosopher, whatever it is that you are cued to do, you're the only energetic footprint that can do it. You're the only one. Like, I can't do what you do and you can't do this. And even if you read cards, you don't read them like me, and I don't read them like you. And that's the cool part, because our jobs as readers, for example, is to get other people excited about what we do. Because maybe they want to pick up a deck of cards, but they won't do it like us either, which means there is an audience for everybody. There's someone out there for every energy that is present in this universe. We are not alone. Have courage, have strength, have sovereignty, right? Know that you can run this show. You don't need these other situations in your life, but you do need the lessons from these themes that keep popping up. So this week, I think the advice here is, as you start to feel like, oh shit, is this happening again? Take a deep breath and say, okay, it's happening again. What am I going to do about it this time? Because I did it last time and it didn't work out when I did XYZ, right? Life's a big experiment, right? You already know certain cycles happen. Remember, this card said pay attention to lunar cycles. There's a reason for that, right? With every new moon, you plant seeds. Every full moon, you harvest the seeds from that new moon. So this new moon in Cancer, 6 months from now, so January, I don't know, let's call it like, January 3rd, 4th-ish, somewhere around there, is going to be the full moon in Cancer. That's 6 months from now, I think. So there's 6-month cycles. So if you pay attention to the cycles in your life, you can see the different themes that will come up for you regularly. That's the importance of understanding the blueprint of your astrology, what tarot cards are telling you. It's a lot deeper than just the pictures. And so, the universe is really asking you to lean into the themes in your life that are coming up for you this week, and understand what you've done in the past that worked and that didn't work, and understand that you're worth the exploration, not just of the 8 of Cups, but the 8 of Wands, where you take the action and pursue it and you go all the way into your dreams. Right? That's what I'm hearing. That's what it feels like. Like you're going to lean all the way into that dream mentality and allow yourself to explore the possibilities of what your character, right, is capable of. There's a leveling up strategy going on behind the scenes for Scorpio. And it's just about accepting that from your highest self, accepting that gift. I'm hearing, I'm hearing abandonment issues come up this week for some Scorpios. So you might be facing like, oh my gosh, if I do this, I'm going to be alone. Or if I let this person go, I won't know what to do anymore. Like maybe you're relying too heavily on outsiders for guidance. And the universe is saying, if you are doing that, they're taking away your walker. They're taking away your support. So, if you've gotten to the part of your experience where you're still leaning on others to keep you upright, the universe is going to make sure that you understand how to be on your own 2 feet with ease. You can always ask the universe to provide you your lessons with ease, and it will happen. Shadow work number 9. Before I even read it, 9 is a number of completions, and we've got a lot of that happening. So the theme, again, that keeps coming up for you, the one that gets you in your gut, you'll know, because you'll feel it here. You're like, oh, not this again. That's the monster we're tackling. This says vulnerability and empathy. So let's talk about what it feels like and what it looks like to be unhealed and have empathy, and to be healed and to have empathy, right? Because one places you in a vulnerable position, and one places you in the most powerful position. And as an empath, I speak on this with personal knowledge. So when you are an unhealed empath, the problem becomes that you feel everything to the point you're a bleeding heart, right? And it's a beautiful thing to witness. Like you're just brand new, all bundled up here on earth. And one day your gifts just wake up and you are like that Care Bear with the heart, and you feel everything to the point that you start to hear and anticipate what others are thinking and what they're going to say and what's going to happen next. It's a beautiful gift that's extremely overwhelming when you are unhealed. What does that mean? That means that you've been put in a situation somehow where you've had to survive the narcissist, something super abusive, a near-death experience, right? You've had to really understand that your body, that your physical vessel is vulnerable when left open energetically to others. And then you have to stop everything you're doing to pull all of your energy back on yourself. And as an empath, the main thing to remember is that it's so important to protect your energy every day, multiple times a day. With practice, it's very quick. You know, all right, I'm going to go to the store. This crystal works on my body, or I need to say this before I leave the house, or I just need to know that not everything I pick up on is for me to react to. As a matter of fact, what you pick up on is just like you watching television, you watching anything, scrolling through your phone. If it's not for you, because chances are it's not, get it out of your algorithm, unsubscribe, turn it off, right? Same thing with the dramas and traumas of your life and people with their BS. You can unsubscribe quickly. And in this case, you can subscribe. Thank you. So again, I am worthy. I'm worthy of your subscription, and you're worthy of all the things that you desire, right? Empathy. Empathy is an amazing thing to have, and it's a superpower when you're healed. Healing means that you know you come first, because otherwise you can't do anything for anyone, including yourself. It means that it is not your job to fix anyone. You have to stay in your lane. When people want the healing and they want help, they will show up at your door. Trust me, right? So number 9, this is a completion of a cycle of you overgiving, overextending, overthinking, 9 of Swords many times, right? Twice. And I think that that's the theme of this entire reading, right? Pulling your energy back, understanding your strengths, facing some difficult themes. The timing is perfect here for some good luck to come your way. Unexpected abundance seems to show up, and definite networking opportunities. I mean, honestly, I feel like you do wonder if something's too good to be true, but perhaps that's the theme you should be exploring. Why are we comfortable with accepting lackluster? Because we expect it. And then when something great happens, we're like, is that really for me? Do you see what I'm saying? So maybe adjust your thinking. This reads, I can do less and attract more. Do less, Scorpio. Do less. Remember, when it's meant for you, you don't have to chase it. You have to attract it. It just comes to you, right? And you know, I always say, why am I so rich, right? I do that on my financial readings. Why am I so rich? And in many ways, it's always a great thing to ask yourself. Why am I so rich? Why am I so blessed? I wake up every day with what I need to get through the day. And it's true. Thank you, Scorpio, so much for your energy, your likes, your shares, your subscribes. Please stay tuned to see who won the mini reading. But remember, Scorpio, that we are all stars from the sky with feet on the ground, and we really are doing the best we can. So be kind to yourselves and each other. And until next time, may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it, Scorpio. Have a blessed week ahead and shine brightly. All right, the winner of last week's mini reading was at Sherry Graves. And then it gave like dash S3H, if that means anything. Sherry spelled Sherri. Sherry, congratulations for your mini read. And let's take a look at what the universe has for you. I'm going to use a different deck because, you know, life is lifing, and that's too much. So I'm going to pull a card from here, and then here's the deck I want to use for you, Sherry. Sherry, if you get this mini reading, please do me a favor and comment below and let me know that you got it. Let me know what you thought and if it resonated. I wish you all the best. Let's see what happens next. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, interdimensional beings overseeing this act of divination for Sherry Graves. At Sherry Graves, please give me, okay, highest and best messages for Sherry. Let's keep going, universe. What is it that Sherry needs to know for her week ahead? And let's go further. Let's give Sherry the next 6 weeks, please. What does Sherry need to know for the next 6 weeks? The next 6 weeks, please clear the energy and give me your highest and best messages for just at Sherry Graves. All right. Sherry, baby, Sherry, baby. Knight of Wands, Sherry. So I don't know where that song came from, but that just came through. Sherry, are you singing? Are you happy? Are you dating? I don't know. Knight of Wands. So let's look. A Knight of Wands. Ooh, child. What are you doing, Sherry? I've got the Hanged Man, the Scorpio card, Death and Rebirth. I've got the Emperor card, the Knight of Wands. Maybe you are starting something. And then I've got Intuition. Well, are you starting a spiritual business? Let's look. Let's look. There's some excitement coming in your life because you've got the Knight of Wands and the Emperor. With limited information, what I will say is that the numbers in this are very interesting. So let's break it down. I've got the Hanged Man, which we all know is about looking at something differently, getting a fresh perspective, right? And that number is 12. So you take 1, the number of self, 2, the number of relationship, partnership, duality. And now we have 3, the number of creation. So 1, 2, 3. The Hanged Man is asking you to take a second look at what it is that you're creating so that you can do it with ease and success and excitement. This time we're going to have fun with it. We go from the Hanged One to Death and Rebirth, Scorpio card, but a card of transformation. Again, changing something. Right? This is also, if you are a Scorpio rising, Scorpio placements, then this is going to show that you are in a power position because you're showing up in your own reading. But the numbers there are 1 + 3, 4. So now we've got a progression, 1, 2, 3, 4. We go to the Emperor card, which is again, number 4. So what this tells me is that methodically, you've been taking intentional steps to get to a goal. And with this Knight of Wands, I feel like you're going to have great success. A lot of excitement comes this month. Now, I did ask for the next 6 weeks. So I feel like if you have been stuck or suspended in an idea of something like, oh, this would be cool if I could figure this out, figuring this out does come to you. Intuition comes through strongly. I want to check out something else. I'm getting some really good vibes about this. Now, I am picking up more business than pleasure, but if, for example, this is about pleasure, because I'm seeing it progressively, 1, 2, 3, 4, it tells me you're getting further along than you had been in a very long time. And again, this could be, that's too many. Thank you. Sorry, 1 second. This could be, again, just a theme that you're revisiting. Travel potentially. We've got the 3 of Wands. And what I like about the 3 of Wands is that now your vision is clearer than it has been in such a long time. And it's time to take action. In the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, when we're looking at the 2 of Wands, the staves that the person has with them, one's in the ground, like firmly planted, and one isn't. Signifying that there might be like a little bit still yet to be, like you're not really sure, you're still in the idea of creating, right? Because wands are about creation. But now we're in the 3 of Wands, and I just want to make sure before I open my mouth, do we have it in this card? You can see in the 3 of Wands that the 3 staves are planted, except my fingers covering it, right? The 3 wands. So there's 1, 2, 3. They're planted in the ground. This person is getting on their surfboard. They're going in. And that's where you are. You've been stuck. You've been thinking about something. You've been building something. The next 6 weeks, you're going for it. And, you know, if we want to be super like literal, you're going to be taking a short trip soon, which new moon in Cancer, literally new, 9th house, totally possible. but I feel like this is something you've been building. It's going to go really well. Is there any advice here overall for Sherry? I'm curious what this is real quick. 6 of Wands and the 8 of Swords. Get out of your way. Get out of your own way. You're going to be successful. God, that's every Scorpio right now. I'm telling you, it's like all the Scorpios are second guessing their like most powerful part of themselves. It's every client I have. It's something. All right, let's see. What else? Anything else? Any final words for Sherry as we wrap this up for the week? This one? Thank you. Courage, strength, 8. August is going to be a great month for Scorpios. I don't know. I feel like there's going to be some kind of global something happening because August looks pretty good. So I've got 8 strength card, endless possibilities for you, Sherry. This is a time, that vision you have, those dreams you've been having, that intuition to do the thing, do it. It's going to work out for you. You've been suspended for a little bit. There is a transformation here taking place. Some moves behind the celestial scenes, I feel. But also, if you make that first step, Spirit will meet you more than halfway. I hope that's helpful, my love. Please comment below and let me know you got this. And as always, have a great week ahead and shine brightly.